We have a really cool kind of like process. I've come up with 15 questions for Josiah. Josiah's come up 15 questions for me. And the reason we're doing this is because this is how we do work for our clients. When our clients are having a tough time creating content for the week, we help them organize their content in a strategy where basically we figure out, hey, how do you want your audience to feel? How do you want the people coming onto your page feel? And then we organize that into 5 buckets, and then we come up with 3 questions for each of these 5 buckets. We didn't do 5 buckets for this, but just letting you guys know at home that if you're struggling to create content at home consistently, think about how you want your audience to feel. Think about how you want your customers to feel. Think about how you want your brand to make others feel when they're interacting with it, when they're looking at it, when they're in your metaverse, if you will, and then start from there. Helps you kind of organize, because if you start from 0, it's really hard.
Dude, you just, like, come on, man. You gave way too much.
Dude, if
fast.
you're watching this podcast this early, you deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it because, first of all, the strategy is just a strategy, right? Everybody kind of like just has a strategy. The hardest part is the consistency.
Yeah.
And that's also what we sell. If you guys need accountability, hit us up. But yeah, let's get straight into it.
All
Today is, well, let's tell them what today is, because we record these very sporadically.
Yeah.
Today is what?
It's April 24th,
April
2022.
2022, just so you guys know.
Yeah.
Because we record like 3 podcasts a year, so it's good to know the year. Since our last podcast, really just kind of just diving into kind of like the next level that we're about to jump into, right? We got to that level. You saw the last podcast. That's what the level we were at. Now that we were at that level, the last couple of weeks, just been kind of just looking up. Just looking up and also looking down, being like, hey, let's fix some of these things, right? We have like the first floor kind of established, right? And then, what is the second floor going to look like? And we have some really good ideas, and we're really excited about it. But that's where we're at right now. We're kind of just looking up and being like, wow, that's going to be fun.
Yeah,
that's where we're at.
Definitely, we're looking a lot more future wise, and like seeing how like all the things that we have been building from the beginning of this year, like Q1, just crazy fuel, and now we're just waiting for that ignition, that little spark. Like you're going with the rocks, like
yeah.
We're just waiting for that. We're waiting for the boom. You know what I mean?
We see the sparks. Now we're just trying to get that fire. Trying to get that fire going. The fire is inside of us. And it's crazy, right? Like, progress for us really is like a frequency, up, down slightly, up, down slightly. It's, that's what business is. That's what life really is. You got to just find yourself going back up. And, funny enough, most of these questions that I have for you are about kind of just that process of going up and going down and what you've learned from it. And I think a lot of people will benefit from it because life is not easy, and everybody can use a little bit of guidance. And I think the best way to get guidance and the best way to kind of prevent friction and adversity in your life is to ask other people about their friction, their adversity, and their lessons and all that, just kind of just picking people's brains. So today, my questions are going to be picking your brain.
Oh, mine's are more like content.
Yeah,
you can actually make some content out of them.
I figured. We're going to be able to make content out of this too, because you are a super motivational person, and I think your story, the more you say it, the more you're going to understand really kind of like how you can affect people. Because we had some spiritual readings with our boy Brian. What was your mission? You were telling Jackson the other day what is your purpose?
Oh, my purpose in this world is to learn how to authentically value, or like find my authentic values in life. So like whatever I authentically care about and the things that I personally like just give a lot of passion to, I have to identify them and then use them and kind of relay the information back to others and kind of just help other people connect to their authentic value. And that's essentially my purpose. So it's to learn myself and then to give it to others so that I can connect them to their growth horizon.
There you go. So these questions I think are going to help you kind of visualize and kind of just like, and I think answering questions about yourself will kind of just help you look at your story a little bit more and be like, wow, like I should be talking more about this. The way we should do it is I ask you one question, you ask me one, and we'll just bounce like that.
Okay.
First question for you, my boy. What are you most excited for when it comes to your vision for the rest of the year?
I feel like the thing I'm most excited for is like growing the business and being able to have like a little bit of financial freedom with like you and all the people just like around us, because I feel like I haven't been able to get that. And every time that we have traveled together, we never get to get that and like do our own personal content and focus on things like that and really just have our own creative freedom. So I'm excited for that for this year, like specifically.
Okay, expansion, kind of just like reward.
Yeah, exactly. And kind of just like being able to have that time with you guys, because like when you and me went to Bali, like I feel like we were able to bond on like a new level. And we also created a lot of experiences together, so it would just be so great to have that and just have it amplified and for a longer duration of time, because I think it would just like feed that energy, like, damn, I really want to do that again, damn, I really want to do that again, kind of like pushing me to work.
Damn, it's funny because I have so many questions that came out of that. Should I ask you them?
Sure, man.
What like not getting that, not getting that, or because I'm sure you've wanted that last year.
Oh yeah, of course.
So, what keeps you, like, what keeps your mood up when you don't get that?
I would say the thing that keeps my mood up is definitely just being around good energy. Like if I feel like you have that, like you get motivated off of things very, very quickly, like very easily, and I do not. Like I need like a big picture, like awesome, like it just needs to, and I need to like almost create it myself or be a part of the entire conception of it so that I understand it fully, so I could be excited about it. But if I like, when I don't get it, I kind of just use other people's energy to force myself to keep myself up. So like if I have like a a mountain and I feel like it's going lower and lower, becoming a hill, about to become flat, I feel like I'm able to gather all the sediment back together and kind of just make a new castle out of like other people's energy.
Okay.
And then from there I start hammering it back up so it gets hard again.
And you follow your intuition, just thinking that that's a good move. You just follow your intuition.
Well, I think I do it out of habit. Like I don't think I do it because of any mental like this is what I'm gonna do. I think it just happens.
No, I'm talking more like of like, because I'm sure you've had to build it back up so many times. What makes you go, okay, let me try this again. Let me try to build it back up.
Man,
you're following your intuition.
100%, dude. Like intuition and I would say you, dude.
No pressure, by the way.
No, I mean it's not supposed to be pressure, because I try to be that for you as well. Like that's why I try to like support, because like we're 50-50. So I feel like you empower me and then I try to empower you by helping and also trying to give it ideas, and like we do it together and kind of like forcing onto this big mission. And it's just like the main thing is to help people. We're just trying to help people. We're trying to get them from point A to point B, and point B we want to be the best point that they reach. So that's what we're just trying to do for everybody. And I feel like because I get to see you try so hard, and then you get to see me, and then we get to like bounce off ideas and stuff, I think it helps me continue on even when we can't make it yet.
Damn, bro. I feel like so many people want that and don't have that. Like a partner where they can kind of just feed off of, because it's kind of like we're both planets and we're just like throwing our energy around, and it's creating this infinite loop of like energy, and we're kind of just like constantly, dang, man,
it's like we're cheating. We got a moon and we keep throwing it around in figure 8, dude. It's crazy.
Guys, if you don't have yourself a partner, what do you think about that? Like, what is the best way, or what's the how should somebody seek a partner? Like, where do they look if they don't have one?
I feel like you really do start with trust and kind of looking in all the good places. Like you're not gonna environment matters depending on where you're going to find these people. You should be going to events, talking to people, networking, and trying to connect to people that are like-minded, wanting to grow. Because you can be in an environment where people either want to stay stagnant or bring you down so that they can stay on top. So you really want to be in a more open mindset kind of area where everyone's trying to support people and everyone's trying to make other people grow. And that's where you should be looking for friends if you're having a difficult time. I got super lucky finding Sandy in middle school, and we just grew a friendship from there and past high school, and now we're awesome forever friends, BFFs.
Yeah, I feel like I got lucky because like you were like a nerd, and like you in the sense of like you got stuff done, but you're also extremely creative. Like most nerds aren't like creative. Like you were able to do both. It's almost like you were I get this vision always of like you know how Spider-Man, like the original one, like the guy that used to come out as like wrist, and then the guy that was the Green Goblin, his like friend that was like,
I think it was Harry.
Yeah, Harry. It's like they were both really smart, but they were also outgoing and like personable. Like I don't really be finding too many people like that. Like, and the fact that like you just decided to like teach yourself After Effects, like I never had anything to do with that. I got extremely lucky. So, all right, let's get it.
Yeah, we're
10 minutes in and we're on one question.
Yo,
this is what we do.
But that's the beauty of it, because you know, as we're running this, right? If we're running this for a long time, we can save those questions for later because we get questions from questions.
Yeah.
So like we're kind of just creating flowers and gardens of questions and values. So I'm down.
Easy.